But at the same time, it's like you had to like kind of balance it because now you're re-entering this very aggressive atmosphere, right? This environment where you have
Yeah.
to survive. So it's like you can't be too soft, but then like you don't want to be too risky and end up getting more years and stay in that life because you want to get home too to be with your family. So it's like, how did you find that
Yeah.
balance enough?
Oh, well, I didn't find the balance well enough because I got stabbed in my face. So apparently I couldn't really find the right balance. But and me getting stabbed in the face was not like because they was trying to punk me. It was a all out war, you know. We was fighting over the jack. So I slept and homie came up from behind me and stabbed me right in my face, you know. So, it is what it is.
But like, this second go around, you made like decisions that you didn't in the first time around. Like you took
Oh
classes,
yeah.
right? Like you were trying to
Yeah.
make changes in your life. Like, so, you were trying to do some form of balance a little bit, right?
Um hmm. Yeah, I was. I was because you know what? This time it was different as well because the last time I had an indeterminate sentence. This time I had a determinate sentence. I had a flat seven. So with a flat seven, I know that if I don't lose any more, if I don't lose any good time, 6 years is all I have to do. And then I'm like, oh man, if I start going to school and start taking these classes, it could take off another 6 months. And what started out as like uh an incentive based decision to take these programs, I ended up enjoying the program and staying on even after I fulfilled the criteria, I still stayed on because something something about it I liked. I liked it a lot. Like the RTA program, I loved it, you know. I wanted to keep doing it, you know.
So for that situation when you got stabbed from behind, right? Like the guy, he
Uh,
ended up stabbing you in your forehead, like the side of your head, pretty much.
yeah, yeah, like right here. I don't know if you can see it.
And you needed like what, nine
I had
stitches on the outside and 11 stitches on the inside?
something like that. I had to go to an outside hospital. Like
Wow.
the prison infirmary wasn't equipped to handle that type of wound. So I'm sitting there, and you can't just send them to the outside hospital unless you stop breathing. They can't just take you out to the outside hospital. They have to get the permission from the watch commander. They got to get the okay from Albany. It's like because they don't know what's going on. They don't know if it's a setup just to get you on the road so they can help you bust you out or whatever. So I'm sitting there. They're saying that I have to go to the outside hospital, but I'm in the YME pen for like 2.5 hours waiting for it to get approved, you know? But then once it got approved, they put me on the van and drove me to the town hospital.
Well, at first, when you first got stabbed, you didn't even know that you were stabbed, right? Like when they told you you have to go to the hospital, you were like, what for?
No, no, no. It's not that I didn't know I was there. I didn't know the extent of it. I knew I
Oh,
was
the
bleeding.
extent.
But
Got you.
I knew I was bleeding. There's mad blood in my face and my eye, you know. Because when you get hit right here, yo, mad blood be coming out. Mad blood be coming out. So there was blood in my eye. And then dudes that I was cool with, they was like, yo, Rich, just stay down. Because they had already fired the smoke gas into the mess hall. And the squad was already in there. And I'm still trying to get up. And all I hear is, yo, Rich, stay down, stay down. Yo, you're leaking, stay down. I'm like, oh, word. So,
So for this situation, right? This is where you stood on business. You showed that like you're not a snitch, you're not going to cooperate or anything like that. The guy actually called you as a witness to help him in his case, basically to say that
yeah,
that
yeah,
you that it wasn't him. Like you
yeah, yeah,
even
yeah, yeah,
played it
yeah.
where you were like, "Oh, I don't remember anything from that day. Can you show the video?" And then you're like, "Oh yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
that."
yeah. Because I want to see the video. I wanted to see because after I got hit, it wasn't like I just curled up. You know, I was doing my thing too. So we was all fighting. So I want to see the footage, you know. Um, I don't know, still childish ways to think, young minded thinking, you know. But
But he went back to the prison and like spoke positive on your name, right? That you were solid,
Yeah,
that
well,
you
yeah. When he went back to the box, he said it. He said, "Yo, man did what he had to do. He didn't tell on me. Official tissue." But I didn't need his punk ass to validate I'm official tissue. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm official tissue, but it's just
right.
that. But he still did it, and I appreciate him doing it. So shout out to you, homie.
But didn't you kind of have like a somewhat like of an ulterior motive too? Because like you knew that if you did say it was him or anything besides the moral part, you knew that you
Well,
weren't going to be able to see him again.
yeah. If the thought of saying he did it never crossed my mind. That's
Right.
not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, I was still in the lifestyle of not on the white side, but on the dark side. You start when you start doing that, whatever you do is gonna go haywire because you're upsetting the balance. You're not supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't even cross my mind. But yeah, if they would have found him guilty that he stabbed me, chances are we'll never cross paths again in another prison. I was still hoping to be able to cross paths with him. That's why I said it wasn't him. Because once, even if I don't say it's him and they find him guilty, you automatically have a separation. So you guys can never be in the same prison together after that. And I didn't want that. I wanted us to be in the same prison. You know.